you're gonna have to tell me when to unmute myself.
Okay, yes, I will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Crawler Theory Podcast. All right, can you go ahead and unmute yourself as you patiently wait and sit there? Welcome to episode 3
Hello.
of the Crawler Theory Podcast. I am your host, Itsy Bitsy 30. Today we are going to have a banger podcast for you all. All right. This is going to be a little bit different than the previous episodes. Okay. And we have a very special guest star here with us. All right. I'm going to go ahead and introduce him. This is Pool Babies, aka name that you cannot know. IRL friend of mine, really good friends for the past like 15 years. Grew up pretty much together all throughout high school, all throughout college, and all that good stuff. So I don't want to spoil too much here, but we've had a lot of conversations together.
Yes.
And a lot of IRL conversations, a lot of midnight, late night conversations, theorizing life, theorizing everything under the sun. So, Pool Babies, why don't you introduce yourself? Do you game? Do you not? Do you stream? Do you not? Some interest. I don't know. Whatever you want to tell the people here. Quick
Yeah,
shout
yeah.
out.
Uh, Hello, crawlers. It's great to be here. Oh yes, look at this. Yeah, so I do not typically stream. This
Okay.
is new to me.
Uh huh.
I used to do a little bit of co-gaming with you on the stream back in the
Yep.
day,
That's
but
right. Yep.
other than that, yeah, not too much really.
Okay.
But I do game a lot. I'm playing Mechabellum right now. I don't know if
Nice.
anybody's been playing that. I showed it to
We
Itsy
have
Bitsy
we
the
have
other
some
day.
nerds in chat. People might know. Yeah.
Yeah, great game. But I don't think we're talking about games today, at least not too much.
Ooh, he wants to dive right into today's topic. All right, cool. So, you guys ready? Thank you for that shout out, Hysterica. As always, going forward here, I'm not going to be reading too much of chat. We're just going to be diving right into the topic. And then we're going to be talking for about 45 minutes, last 15 minutes. If the conversation goes longer, that's fantastic. But typically, around 45 minutes talk time, and then 15 minutes for questions, comments, concerns, if that might be the case here. All right, so Pool Babies, how much do you know about the conspiracy surrounding the Denver International Airport? Like, what do you
Not
got?
very
How much do
much.
you?
Well, I know they got a demon horse.
Okay, Demon
You
Horse, that's a
know,
good start. Yes.
so that's a good start. And I know they got gargoyles in there, and I know and that's about it.
You just the two things.
The two things. I mean, I heard some theories recently, yesterday, but I don't know. I think we'll get into them. But yeah, basically nothing. I know there
Basically.
are conspiracies. I know it's scary stuff,
Uh-huh.
serious stuff,
Uh-huh.
murder, perhaps.
Oh my god, you think murder. All right.
Well, I mean, I've heard some things. We'll get into it.
Okay. Um All right, so this has never been done on the podcast, but definitely will be in the future here. We're gonna be talking conspiracies, all right? And I wanted to dive into this episode we're gonna be talking full hour Denver International Airport conspiracy, okay? So leading off with the blue horse is kind of the starting point for when this topic is brought up.
Mhm.
And that is true. This demon horse is completely blue. It's 32 feet high, has big red eyes, veins all over its body, and
Veins.
veins. Yes. I believe I
I'm
have
pulling up
a.
a picture.
I believe I have a.
So I've
Oh,
seen this
here we
horse
go. Here we
many
go.
times,
So
but
so it has veins all over its body. I am sharing my screen now. And it has other features of its body that we probably won't show here on stream.
sure.
However, all right. However,
Okay.
the clincher to this is that
Gotcha.
either in like 2006 or 2008 when it was being built by its creator. I'm not going to even pronounce the creator's name because it's some name that I couldn't even pronounce when I was researching it. But a piece of fiberglass fell from this horse, severed his a part of his leg. He bled out, died. Okay. So
The
it literally killed its creator. Okay. A lot of people call this horse specifically the blue apocalypse of Denver. All right, the blue horse of apocalypse. So it's kind of the blue apocalypse or something like that. 32 feet tall. I mean, the thing is massive, right? And then it kills its owner, and then someone picks up the project and finishes it out. If it was me, I wouldn't even want to go near the damn thing. Like I don't even want anything to do with it. Right?
yeah,
So
no, I wonder who finished it up. Did they add the veins or that was already on there?
I I think that was all part of the structure. I think that's like
Uh,
legit part of the how they designed the structure. In fact, if you look up the just pictures of DIA Blue
yes.
Horse, you'll actually see some pretty incredible photos of. I mean, come on, some pretty incredible photos of this demon
You're
horse.
telling me
Just
that's not evil?
yeah, that's exactly what I literally tell people. Are you telling me this is? I mean, this is definitely some sort of evil natured, devilish schemes here. I mean, you can't tell me that it's not. Um.
So before the artist was killed
Uh huh.
by his own creation,
Yes.
did he have any like explanation of like why he's doing like a demon horse instead of just like a
I think he was just commissioned to do an art project, and well, okay, quote unquote art project, right?
quote
As any
unquote?
artist does, and this is a great segue into things that we'll talk about right, right after this, talking about art. But yeah, he was just commissioned to do an art project, and typically how it goes with these sort of things that like in researching different things when it's like you said, oh, it looks like a demon horse and it's all weird.
Got
It's
red eyes.
something else is in the background brewing, right? And something else
Mm,
there's like a alternative scheme and there's an alternative motive. There's something devilish going on, right? So do the
right.
eyes actually glow? Yes, absolutely. They
Yeah,
absolutely glow.
they got LEDs
They're
in there.
yeah, LED, big red. I mean, you see it in all these photos. In daytime, it's a little bit harder to see, but yeah, they definitely glow. They're like these big old red LED horses. And the thing is, a lot of people speculate, oh, Denver Broncos, blue and orange, right? This ain't no Denver Bronco. I mean, does this? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think Denver Broncos when I look at it. No,
Yeah, definitely not Denver Broncos. No, especially I mean no.
the veins alone. And that's
Yeah.
new to me. Like
I mean, this is
I did
kind of
not
next
know.
level. They need a crane to even work on this stupid thing.
Well, it is a big statue.
Yeah. So yes, that is in the entrance as you're running up to the. Oh, they call it Blucifer. That's its name. Oh, I just images a blue horse right here. They actually call him
Hmm.
Blucifer. That's the
Oh my
name.
God.
I mean, people have called it many things, but the name of the horse on the Google map is called
Yeah.
Blucifer.
I wonder if they got Lucifer trapped in there, right? It's like some sort of
Uh-huh.
containment thing.
Interesting.
Could be a theory. It is theory now.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's definitely a theory. It's
Got to
got to
keep
be.
it sealed. It's like
I mean, and that's like maybe they got a trap door under it. Maybe it's leading to tunnels.
I
Maybe
hope not.
I'm getting ahead of myself, all right? So yeah, this is at the entrance of the airport as you're driving up and this thing is there to greet you. And
Hmm.
that's the Lucifer crazy horse. However, this is just the beginning of many things, okay?
Yeah,
Um
that wouldn't be enough to
that
be a
yeah, that wouldn't be
conspiracy theory by
that
itself.
that would not
All
be
right.
enough. So, do you know that DIA is The largest airport in North America, by
Mm,
the land property they have, and the one of the runways is the largest runways, or the second largest runway in the world. So like it's
yeah.
a couple miles long. I mean, one of the airways, or sorry, not the airways, but the runways is literally the second largest in the world. Why would they need that? Why would they need I was looking at what's it?
International airport, right?
Yeah, but typically you don't need. So here's the thing.
Let's pull
They
up
have like
who's the second biggest? Who's the
tens.
second biggest?
The second biggest would be Denver.
Biggest airport? Oh, I thought it was the biggest.
Oh no. The I think the runway. Sorry, I was reading chat for a second. Totally got distracted. But the runway I believe is the second biggest. The airport is the biggest in North America.
Yeah.
As far as the um runway goes. All right, okay. All right. We're moved into the runway. Check this out, chat. Here we go. Check this out.
You're not gonna believe this, Chad.
You're not going to believe this. What is that? What is that shape of?
Oh my.
Okay. All right. You can't tell me this is a coincidence. Out of all the airports built, out of all the runways built, okay, this blueprint 1, 2, 3, 4. It can't be more. It cannot be more plain to the eye. All right. And I mean, like some of the dimensions are off, so people are like, it's not
Yeah,
exactly it,
it's
but right,
not
it's not
symmetrical. So,
symmetrical.
if they were
But what
trying to
if?
be symbolic with it, wouldn't they like be like like perfectly like
Yes,
swastika?
true. But I mean, what if you extend this left line out to the exterior? Now you push it out by a bit. Now it's getting a lot more
Yeah.
symmetrical. What if you push the
Wait a
center
minute.
line inward a little bit? So now we're talking a swastika outlined top-down view of this airport. Okay. And you could even see it. I mean, these are like the blueprint diagrams, right? You could see it in the
Right.
black and white, and you could see it topographically, top
Yeah,
down. Like, there's only so much doubt that you could have when you're talking, about this. All right.
I see.
So just in case you're not believing,
In case you have your
this is
doubts.
we're like 2 points in. I mean, we have the horse, we have the runways, we have the swastika, but
Yeah.
I'm not sold. I'm not sold. I don't really believe that.
I'm a little suspicious,
Yeah,
but
you're
I
still a
ain't
little.
sold yet.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, well, who put this together? Who funded this? Because to be fair, they went over budget. It cost a couple, I believe, billion, like 1.8 billion to construct this, right? And they went over budget by a lot. I mean, a lot, a lot, a lot. Excavating
Hmm.
land, they excavated way more land for the property than any other airport has ever needed. They have in the so like building it
Second
to
largest airport in the
foundation.
world, though, right?
I
So
mean, well, a largest airport in North America.
yeah,
Um,
second largest in the world.
yeah, yeah. So you're saying who continued the funding, who pushed this, who built this? Now things are starting to feel a little wonky. All right,
Yeah.
walk
Can we
with
look
me.
up
Walk
who
walk with
built
me.
or who owns the
Welcome
DIA?
to the new world.
Wait a minute.
New World Order. Denver International Airport. New World Airport Commission. Now, it might be hard to see. I'm gonna blow this
Yeah,
image up a little bit. Okay.
yeah, blow that up for me.
Okay. Here we go. New World Airport Commission. Right here. Contributors. Okay. Right here.
Okay.
Okay. If you were to look them up right now, that organization does not exist.
Like
The
those
New
people
World
don't
Order
exist?
Airport Commission contributors.
Yeah.
That it does not exist.
Type it in.
That
What do we got?
you want Are you not believing
Yeah,
this?
like Martin, yeah, well, I'm just saying we should just test it, right? We shouldn't just blindly. Oh, I mean, you've Googled it before, right?
Yes, yes. All right.
And
This is
Google has
New World Order.
nothing. I'm typing in commission the
World
original founders
Order.
of DIA.
Think I concealing secret. Yeah, it doesn't even pull up the. Oh my goodness. It doesn't even pull up. So I typed in New World Order Commission, right? And I think I misspelled commission. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here
Okay.
is the thing. They're just pumping out articles concerning the Denver airport conceals secrets. Denver files, Denver International Airport, New World Order conspiracy theory, Denver, right? None of these are talking about the New World Order Commission who built and set up this plaque in the middle of, at the entrance of the airport saying, you know what? And clearly, I mean, come on, front and center. What are we talking? Front and center. If you guys don't know,
Good old G.
the good old G Freemason symbol, right? Used in Illuminati symbolism, used in, I mean, after a while, this is something, a physical tablet that you could, Freemasons, that you could go into the airport and see for yourself, right? When does it not become a theory? If you were to see this plaque and you knew a little bit of a little bit, and and you knew the Freemason symbol, and you saw this plaque in the middle of the airport, and you started connecting the dots, what are your what thoughts are you running through your head right now? This is interesting.
Yeah, this is
Right? And under
cool airport.
This is a cool airport?
Well, I mean, so far you got a demon horse. It's huge. It's a massive. They went way over budget, but hey, it got done.
It got done. Yeah.
They're still working on it, but and now I've got the Freemasons stamp of
Mhm.
approval.
And
What's the
what does
big
this
deal?
mean right here? The most worshipful Grand Lodge of AF and AM of Colorado. AF me Air Force?
All right,
Maybe?
zoom in.
I don't know. I don't know. You know? Like
Yeah, okay.
the most worshipful. Are you joking? This is what? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay. The most worshipful Grand Lodge of AF and AM of Colorado. What does Colorado have anything to do with this? And what is the most
Well,
worshipful?
it is in
And why the hell is it a lodge?
Well, are they saying
It's an airport.
these were their biggest donators, maybe, or something, like the most worshipful? I don't know.
So
They're
now we're
saying, like,
supposed
the
to
Grand
be
Lodge,
worshiping
Colorado
these
donated.
Oh my god.
No, they're saying. Well, I mean, I'm just guessing.
All right. Okay. And let's take another look at this thing. The time capsule. Oh, sorry. What does it say? The time capsule beneath this stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in when? 2094. 2094.
That's when they're going to release the secrets.
So you're still not convinced, huh, that this is just run by some alternative conspiracy people, Freemasons, Illuminati shit.
Saying that theyey're not running it, but you're not. What's the dark side of it? It seems pretty okay to me, other than the spooky horse.
Wait, okay, so this begs the question. I mean, you can't possibly, trust anything involving Masonry and Freemasons and Illuminati. Do you? I know you better than this. Wait, do I?
I mean,
wait.
I give them my luggage regularly, and they've given it back to me every time.
Luggage? No. We're not talking about luggage. We're not talking about the airport. We're talking about the foundation.
Well, you said, do I trust the airport? Oh.
No. An airport that is literally condones this type of messagery, Illuminati, Freemasonry. I mean, this is we're in the depth of it now, right? If you had any questions, this one stone has so much written all over it. Are you gonna be Are you going to be taking your migration and family one day in 2094 to DIA to actually see the unbirthing of what's underneath this thing and actually be like,
Absolutely.
oh, let's
Be a part of history.
kids, let's see. I want to be as far away from it as possible, in my
Oh, yeah.
opinion. In my
Why do you
opinion.
think it's some sort of doomsday device?
Oh, I
Perhaps
absolutely think
like a
so.
plague.
I mean, what if they take out a canister and there's some sort of like semblance of like gas or the new virus or something, right? And they
Yeah.
just and it spreads into the air. All of a sudden, all these tens of thousands of people that showed up, we want to see the device. They just get
Right.
aerated. Everyone drops. I mean, you don't know that.
Yeah. They could open it
I
up
mean,
and it's like some Nicolas Cage treasure, you know.
right? Well, okay, yeah. Well, yeah,
We
but
found it, Dad. We found it. Nick Cage is there. He opens it.
uh huh, uh huh.
You see National Treasure?
Oh, it's one of my favorite movies, National Treasure 2. They're all fantastic. They're all great. Um
Yeah. What about 3?
oh, wait, there's 3?
Nah, there's a TV
Oh, I
show,
was
I
like,
think.
wait. There is a
I'm
TV show
sure
and
it's
I
on
think
the
they are
way.
working on 3, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, this
But
is definitely some Treasure-esque feeling shenanigans in my opinion, all right? This is
oh no,
definitely we're in
I
there.
definitely agree. But is that's kind of like exciting and fun, right?
You know,
All right, it's time to bring out the tunnels, I think.
the tunnel. All right.
We need to
Well,
show the crawlers why you do not
so there
want to
are
be
tunnels.
one of the
There's
top
a
worshippers.
matrix of tunnel systems. But this is these are also metals and symbolism built into the floor as well. While you're walking,
Little mine
AU and
cart.
AG, silver, gold, a lot of different other resources. Why do they have stuff inscribed into the very tiles? I mean, this is just like on the floor. You'll walk through this like a
Yeah.
million times. Why do they have this stuff? I mean, is
Well,
that
I think it's just to look fancy, you know. Like I've seen that in tons of airports where they have stuff like
you've
in the
seen?
tile and not just
Mm,
DIA.
I
Come
mean,
on, chat, back me up here.
yeah,
Chat, come
yeah.
on. This one, I'm putting an X on this one. The
He's
minecart little gold strip is okay.
He wants some
Not
backing.
evil.
He wants some backing, but I'm not going to give it to him. I'm not backing down myself. All right. Before we get to the tunnels, are you familiar with the infamous? We mentioned this in the beginning of the podcast with the blue horse being a some beautiful piece of artwork. Just
Kill.
glorious, right? That killed its creator. But are you familiar with the paintings at DIA?
No.
Like the massive painting. All right, no? Okay. All right. Walk with me down memory lane here. Here's one. Okay. Here's one. Let's start us off with none other than
Oh.
all right. We have
Oh.
a soldier in a gas mask who is angry by his facial expression, holding a firearm, holding a sword, piercing a dove, symbolizing peace. All right. We have what seems to be two towers torn down. Okay. I
Oh
mean, work
my
with me.
word. Two.
Okay. Two
Okay,
two
I'm
towers.
trying to work with you.
There's kids with their
What
teddy
about the
bears
rainbow?
sleeping on the rubble. Okay. There
Yeah.
is the rainbow, right? And all throughout there's I believe 4 pieces of artwork, and the rainbow connects all of them, which you'll see. But the most horrific sight to this is on the left-hand side, an actual trail of thousands of mothers holding their dead babies and crying.
Oh God. I don't remember seeing this in DIA. They have it kind of like tucked away, or
Okay, so no, this is
where's it
this.
at in the airport?
It gave location of where it was, which like gate or whatever. I'm not
Okay.
sure if this article does or not, but yeah. So this right here. I mean, you're walking through an airport and you're like, oh, blue horse, symbolism of artwork. Paint. Oh, little gold things
Multi.
on the floor. Whatever. all of a sudden you come across this, and it's guarded by rail. You can't get too close to it. But what is the first thing that pops into your mind? You come around the corner and you see this. You're dragging your luggage behind, and is it enough to stop you and ponder, or are you just blowing past this?
Um, yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like, I've been to DIA a bunch of times. And that's why
Uh
I
huh.
feel like I ever saw that, I would definitely have been like, oh, like I would remember it. But maybe I just blow past it. I don't know. It is the airport. I'm like trying to get through security and my gate and everything.
Sure,
So,
sure. I mean, but like, is this alarming? I mean, is this something we should be concerned of? What
uh,
is the message here? I
I
feel like
mean,
this is way
it
more than
definitely
just
seems.
artwork.
It seems like yeah, it's like got a very dark tone.
Uh huh. Different
Um,
message than what life giving and what culture tends to see. I mean, right? Birth and babies and children are a life form, right? A symbolism of,
yeah,
like, the next generation, life, and seeing all of this is just. I mean, this is like doomsday, shenanigans.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is
It does seem like yeah, oddly dark, like oddly like out of place
right.
randomly in the
And I
airport.
mean,
But
and you can't just take it at face value either of like, oh, there's mothers crying with their dead babies. What does you got to go the next level and the extra mile of saying what is the message behind this then? If I'm seeing mothers holding their dead babies, what's going on here? Um why? How? Like, and you can't totally read a painting. The painting's not going to tell you, but damn, you could really interpret it a lot of different ways and get a lot of insignia. The rainbow
mhm,
signifies something, the dead baby signifying something, the piercing of the dove symbolizes something. I mean, this soldier, okay, symbolizes something, the gas mask, the torn down buildings. And actually, there have been people that have also transcribed these letters. So in this one in particular, there's a letter. Let me see here. Yeah, in the bottom right hand corner here, that you can like read, and there's it's an actual letter that you could transcribe and everything, and it's like a whole doomsday letter from this painting. So it's just like, oh, okay. I think it's written in a different language.
yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, maybe this was like inspired from some event that like the artist was at or something, you know. And obviously, it's interpretation, but
Right,
it's like
right. All right, so
you
that's
know.
one. That's one.
Okay. Hey,
Here's
zoom in on. Will you zoom in on his hat real quick? I want to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
the
yeah.
if some sort of symbol. You know.
Okay. Oh, I'm zoomed in as much as possible.
It looks
Uh, what would that
like
be?
a
An eagle,
could
I
be an
think.
eagle. It looks like an eagle.
Let me zoom out. Definitely looks like an eagle. Oh my god, I lost it. Oh, there we
Well,
go. Yeah, it definitely looks like some sort of eagle that's not a super high res, or
right.
you know, a gun and a sword. I mean, dictatorship. That's what I'm getting from this. Dictatorship. There is no peace here. There's one rule, one only, one right answer. We don't want peace. We want, dictatorship. Like, that's what it's screaming, right? Let's scroll down.
Right. Okay.
Painting number 2. I want you guys to see his first reactions as well. So I'm just gonna share
Hmm.
share the screen, and yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so painting number 2.
Yeah. I can't see it anymore.
Okay. All right, here we go. So,
Hmm.
I mean, this one is even. Ooh, this one gives me a lot of chills, right? Because we're
Yeah.
talking now.
Can we get a
Um,
zoom in and slowly kind of pan around? I need
pan.
to see. There's so much detail going on
There
here.
is. There really is. There
There's
really is.
penguin
Okay.
in a box.
Okay. So we got a penguin in a box. We also have a bird that almost looks like a phoenix in a box. Okay. We
Okay.
have
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
bison off to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it looks like they're all kind of stuffed, right? Like she's setting up like a museum, and someone's
Yeah, we
bringing
got
it
we got
down
things
the
in a box.
forest.
We have a turtle that seems to be bound. All right, that seems to be bound
Mm-hmm.
here. We have a dead leopard. Okay. We have a penguin in a box, a whale here, another bird. Thing is, it continues here. Okay, we now all of a sudden have 3 people in caskets. Why?
WTF am I looking at here?
Why are there 3 people being buried with this? All right. So, oh my God.
Well,
Okay, hold on. Please hold.
oh my, are you playing a video game this whole time while
No, it's the shout
doing?
out. Can we hold off on the shout outs, please? That'd be great. Thank you. I don't know how to turn it off, but we'll maybe
Better
let
be a
this
good
play
clip.
depending on how long this is.
Better be a good clip.
Yeah, better be a good clip, yes.
Is this you playing or like? I mean, obviously it's recorded. But, oh. All right.
Okay. So I shut off video for it, but there's going to be audio until the clip is done. Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so going back. This one's even more so than I feel like than the other one. All right. Notice that there is no adults in this picture. Okay, it is just children. Okay, it is just
wait,
children.
what about the lady?
I would say I wouldn't
penguin.
say that's an adult.
She could be a child, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's an adult.
Kind of hard to tell, but because of the
Sure,
style.
sure. But I mean,
yeah, I could see it being
majority,
either way.
right?
Could be
Okay,
kids. Could be kids.
kids, especially the
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Holding the animals. The entire forest is on fire. Let's just start there. The entire forest background is on fire here. Okay. And there's some sort of gaseous fumes, like toxic fumes, stemming from the city in the far off space here. All right, like green gas pouring out from the city.
Painting is definitely just, it's what are we doing to the earth? Yeah, you got polluted city. We're burning the rainforest.
Right.
We're killing off all the animals.
Animals.
Now we just have them stuffed.
Right, stuffed and everything. Right.
We killed the sea, killed the turtles. Kill a lot of Native Americans.
Now
it's like
kill,
all this stuff.
the different people groups. Okay,
Yep.
maybe African,
Can't see
Native,
the one on the right.
Native American, and then I believe with that one,
Was that like
she was
little-
holding a Bible, I believe, or maybe that's the other one.
Groups
But
of people.
it definitely represents different cultures and different religions. That's for sure. Okay. And I wish I had better like high res photos, but I'm also zoomed in like 200% into my page. So why are majority kids taking care of this? Obviously they're surprised. Why is
like the adults did this, right? And we're leaving it for the next
generation?
Right?
Damn.
Right. So it's just like I think this one's appropriate because at least I get the message a little bit more. And so it's like almost like a warning, like, look what we're doing. You're leaving all this stuff for the kids. Or the next generation, which would be kids. So.
Yeah. So that's alarming as well. Okay. We are going to keep going. Okay. This is number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There's the rainbow connected. Wait, where's the rainbow in the last one there?
Rainbow. If
Maybe
there's 4, it might only be connecting 3, and one of them might have been out.
Okay.
Rainbow.
Yeah, I don't see.
I was gonna say here where it's coming out, where the whale is, because we got yellow, orange, blue. I don't think that would be signified by a rainbow though. So
I think it's like the red blood of the whale in the ocean or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here's the next. Okay, what do we got going on here?
Okay, hang on. I gotta take this all in for a second.
Yeah.
Peace. Okay, yeah. Everyone's joining together to destroy. Let's zoom in on the ground there. What is it? Oh yeah, see, that's the gas mask guy from the other painting. Everybody's like coming together to like take him down.
Oh God, sorry, I don't know what just happened. Okay, here we go.
Oh, and we got King Tut. But yeah, you see that? So it's like the other painting, yeah, was like the oppression and like
And you have
dictatorship,
the
like
two
you
doves
said.
signifying peace. But here's the thing. All right, here
Yeah.
is the thing. This little boy holding the hammer, front and center.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is traditional wear and clothing for a little German boy. Okay,
Okay.
blonde haired, can't really see his eyes, but traditional wear for a little German boy. Okay. The fact that everyone in their flags, their country's flags, is taking weapons, wrapping it up in their country flag, and all siphoning it to this little boy, bringing it to him. And he's
Uh-huh.
either destroying the weapons, mostly the swords and everything, being brought to him, or he's crafting a new sword
Yeah.
from all the siphoning of these people. Obviously the countries of the
Oh,
world. I mean, if you just look at the different paintings and ethnicities and cultures here, I mean,
yeah.
plus you have all these different flags and so much going on, that they're literally bringing it to the front and center
Yeah. So I mean,
with a
either
rainbow
destroying
above.
the weapons, or we're like putting all of our weapons together. Like we're all joining forces, all the powers we have to take this down, this oppression.
Uh-huh. So again,
What a
interpretation
beautiful thing.
is key. What a beautiful thing. What a wonderful day. You
What a
know,
nice thing, actually.
we overthrew the guy in the mask and tore down his statue, but we are now crafting something better and siphoning everything to Germany? Question mark.
Mm.
I don't really know what to do with that. All right. And the rainbow symbolizes something. The dove symbolize something. The statue, being done something. Also, in a lot of the different in a lot of this symbolism, red is such a strong color, right? Look what he's wrapped up in an entire like tunic of red around him, right?
Blood.
That could right. Either signifying a
We got
river of blood or definitely not love. I wouldn't say.
no. I don't think
Yeah.
they loved the this character here.
Right. So
I
I
have.
mean, okay. Let's. Was there only three? There should be another one. We missed one,
Hmm.
or at least this article did. Um, there's the new whatever new
Yeah, the hotel.
hotel with the blue horse again. And wouldn't you know, it wouldn't be correct if
Oh.
our North American, biggest airport, North America, was to have some sort of Egyptian symbolism. All right, if you do any kind of digging, you guys, okay, the Egyptian symbolism is literally tied in, and it flows into all of the occult stuff, all of the new age stuff, all of the Mason stuff, all of the I mean, like there's powers. They believe that there's powers derived from the Egyptian culture, their gods, their way of living, working, writing, education, higher believing, all of this stuff. But what does Denver International Airport have anything to do with the Egyptian culture at all? I mean, this is not a museum. This is just out for everyone to see. This is what are we doing here?
I don't know. Have you ever seen that there? I've never seen that.
I'm not
They
even
do have
sure.
like there's like little museum sections in between like the terminals, and they have all kinds of stuff. Like maybe that was like part of their little exhibit or something. They
Uh-huh.
don't have like a whole like Egyptian section, at least not that I've seen. But
No, they don't have an Egyptian section. Absolutely not. But let's sort of keep throwing culture into it. All right. If the
here
statue
we
wasn't
go.
enough, let's hit the international airport with some
Yeah,
gargoyles. All right.
this is what I have seen these. This is
Yeah, I have seen these as well. Actually, I think the stone is actually really placed in the same vicinity as these gargoyles as well. where it's you see these guys popping out of suitcases, no less. Okay,
Well,
I
it's an
mean,
airport.
right, it's an airport, so why are gargoyle? Am I saying the right word? Gargoyles?
Yeah, gargoyles.
Yeah, gargoyles. Okay, it sounded weird for a second, but they're popping out of luggage. So does that mean as soon as you enter the airport and the luggage that you bring in is also going to be demonized and empowered by these dark spirits that you have now entered on the grounds of?
Oh,
I mean,
maybe.
why are
I
they
kind of
coming
took
out
it
of
as
the
like
luggage?
it was supposed to be almost like a cute thing, right? Like it's an airport, huh? And it's like, oh, we have gargoyles in the airport, so they're popping out of the suitcase,
Yep. Does
But it
that?
could be an evil warning. Like they're like telling everybody, like we're
Yeah,
putting
right.
demons in your briefcases, in your
Yeah, you
suitcases.
think you're checking
So,
out through security, but you're honestly getting demonized with gargoyles. I
right when it
mean,
goes through the X-ray, they're like, boo, 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 they're beaming one of them in there.
oh, don't be saying that. I don't need any more filthy thoughts in my brain. All right.
I'm trying to. I thought we're talking theory here. I thought we were talking about the conspiracy theory.
So there's that,
Sometimes,
but I mean, we've seen this in different cultures as well. This is definitely
mm,
not anything new. A lot of the
yeah,
churches and that sort of stuff. Um,
the classic Disney show,
okay.
Gar-
So
Gargoyle.
you want to talk about tunnels?
I do.
I actually had an article that I wanted to open up.
Mm,
It was actually an image. And let me just see if I could find it here real quick. This is a source image. I'm gonna make it full screen here real quick, and then I'm gonna share this with OBS. I'm gonna try to anyway. Okay, this right here. So Denver International Airport has a series of has tunnels underneath. The way that they have excavated, they removed so much land mass for the construction of this. It was very, very questionable. It had a lot of people questioning the intentions. Why did they do what they did? Right. What you're looking at is a source map from Denver, and every single black line is an underground tunnel system that connects. Okay, this becomes very dark very quickly, because once you start looking into the tunnel network of one, I mean, let's just say this. Let's use this as a reference picture and photo. What happens under tunnels is unseen. The things that are
mm,
unseen, there's a lot that could go on without our knowledge and intuition, which is things are being done in the dark and being hidden, which traverses into, I mean, everything. You know, transportation of so many different objects. I'm not going to
yeah. What are
go
they? What
super
are
deep
they
into it, but
transporting? Let's see.
for those of you that have seen movies like Sound of Freedom, I'm just going to throw that out there. That is a good reference, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But it becomes very, very dark very quickly. So very interesting that it actually, one of these tunnels, look at that, goes straight through Texas, all that stuff,
Mm.
and then straight out. Like that's
Well,
not
you're
the
telling
U.S.
me.
anymore. That's not the U.S. anymore.
You're telling me there's a tunnel from DIA that goes all the way to Texas, then straight off,
Correct.
almost into the Gulf.
Correct. Which,
Well,
which, which drug
which.
trafficking? All right, drug trafficking, human trafficking,
Oh,
everything that
every kind of
there's
traffic.
so much, right? I mean, for me, I've spent a lot of time around this type of content and looking through tunnels and everything. Our own nation's capital has a tunnel system under it that actually flooded about 2 years ago, and there's water coming out of the ground and out of they had video and pictures of this.
Mhm.
Instead of water going into the drainage, there was water coming out of the drainage system onto the streets. So that bears to say. And then they started like digging. They started excavating the area around the house, and this made like news, but it wasn't covered hardly enough. I bet most people don't even know.
Yeah,
Um.
no, I didn't hear that.
Uh huh. And our
They
own
buried
nation's
it.
capital has tunnel systems under it. They pretty much broke like through a wall, and then all of a sudden everyone's looking into this massive tunnel system under the ground. Why do we have tunnel systems under our nation's capital? Why do we have a massive tunnel system? To be fair, these tunnel systems are not just like, oh, I gotta do army crawl through the small little cave systems. No, these are two semis fit side by side and can drive through these tunnels side by side, transporting that amount, of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's massive. Huge.
Massive, huge. All right, why? Why do we? Why do we?
Transport
Why do we?
something
Why?
big. What's big? Warheads?
Warhead. Ooh. Oh my, we're going there. No, yeah, missiles, warheads, trafficking of all sorts of and kinds.
Yeah, huge.
You have to. You have
Bus
to.
planes.
You have to start questioning. All right, you want to know something else? So, Colorado takes off. This is a article. All right, this is an article. Um, Major attractions. Okay, here. Ooh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in on this. All right, I think it's in frame. I might have skipped a little bit. All right. Boom. Denver International Airport. This is for an air show. Fact sheet. Okay. You could try to read it. It's very blurry and all this stuff. It gives you, costs and places and whatever. It's for an air show. What is it? Who's putting it on? You might recognize this name. Who's putting it on? New World
World
Airport Commission. Where did we see that before?
Did we see it
On
on
the
tablet?
stone tablet that the place does not exist. This commission, you cannot find information about it.
Huh. Well,
Why is this New World Airport Commission? Anything New World, is already like Illuminati, one world order, one world religion. It's very scary stuff, like that's their push, Also with the paintings, one of the messages that can be perceived is, speaking of one world religion, one world order, all this stuff, is depopulation is just thrown in there no matter what, right? That's why so many dying babies and so many dying animals and just depopulation period all across the globe is a very strong message that they're sending, right? So we have seen them. So that before, boom. So
okay.
I'm just
I'll have
saying,
to. Yeah, no, I want to do a little more research into it because, yeah, the New World Order Airport Commission.
yeah, New World Order Airport Commission, and just doing a simple Google search like I did live just now is not going to bring up results whatsoever. You can't
Yeah,
find them.
you got to do some digging.
You got to do some
Not
digging.
even that, but
And
we'll
I
see.
wouldn't suggest going through, good old Google Chrome or nothing. You got to use like other websites, DuckDuckGo, something that doesn't track you, something that's not going to be, because
Google
like,
Chrome Incognito.
don't even use Google Chrome, period, right?
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that I have found out with Google Chrome, and oh man, we're gonna have so many other conversations with. I mean, tell them, pool babies. We're gonna have a lot of conversations about a
Oh,
lot of future theories. You've heard
we've
me
got a
spout.
lot. Yeah.
He says, yeah. But I mean, like Chrome, Google, just these signifying words. You think it's just a browser source or a browser. You think it's just the whatever. And then I'll drop some facts that will have you on the floor. and you're like, oh, I thought Google Chrome I just typed in, and that was my browser, that I use default. Yeah, well, it's your default browser, and sure, it's one of the most, popular in the world or whatever. But let me tell you, dude, these
Real deal.
things are all connected, and the conspiracies go deeper than you know. All right. So, the other thing that I want to lend off on. So we talked about the size of the airport, all this stuff, but do you know that the barbed wire surrounding the airport, perimeter barbed wire airport,
Uh-huh.
is facing inward?
To keep people from trying
The
to run
barbed
out.
wire faces inward.
Well, isn't what do you mean? Like, isn't the barbed wire kind of like
No, no, no.
bent
It's
all the way
it's
around
it's
the
one of
wire?
the straight things, and then it's tilted in, so you can't even climb out of it. It's not the circle ones. It's not. No, it's the straight, and then the ones that are tilted in.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? What is that? Where have we seen that before? Huh? Going
Hmm.
back to the roots of the flag and the paintings and all of this, right? Maybe concentration camps. All right.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go that far, but I
I
see what
mean,
you're saying.
oops, the wrong one. The paintings. I mean, we come
Yeah.
on. You got to start. Why? Also, the transport carriers for the luggage and everything, they are big enough to fit a full size male in there. So a lot of the bigger items like
Mhm.
the pool clubs or the the pool clubs. Oh my god.
Yeah. The
Uh,
pool
the yeah,
cues,
the pool cues, whatever big items, car seats,
golf clubs,
tall clubs, just like
a
pool
human
babies,
mannequin.
you know. Skiing, yes, there's that sort of stuff. A lot of airports don't actually have the like big like large containers like that. And stand up nonetheless,
Yeah.
where you could like prop
Very
something up and
nice.
and move on. You know what I mean? They're very nice, he says. But it's I'm not saying anything's like too like that's the make it or break it. I'm just saying, why is the barbed wire faced inward? Why
Yeah.
are we having murals that are depicting death and just extreme
Yeah. I mean, I
extreme situations?
the paintings, you know how I feel about that. I feel like that one's not too bad because especially like you said, they're connected with the whole. I mean, they have the same characters in the painting, and then it kind of has like a happy ending kind of thing, like
Uh-huh.
everybody come together. But like you said, it's all up for interpretation.
Yeah, except for certain things, like
Maybe,
the most worshipful Grand Lodge. I mean, come on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Most
it's
worshipful. Does that mean like they gave him the most money? I still wonder.
I still wonder. It's really really strange, but the airport being in the structure of a swastika, I feel like certain things are so close that it's kind of you can't really mistake it, right? I mean, it's too close for comfort, right? It's not like so far out there that it's just you look at it from the top down and you're like, oh, I immediately when I was learning about this stuff years ago, I saw like just a black and white photo like this, and I saw the outlines and the traced out, whatever. Like it doesn't
Right.
take a whole lot. Like you don't really got to study an image. Like I don't see it. There's a lot of rounded corners here, and all this stuff. And you're just like, no, it's pretty much right there, hits you in the face. You gotta take it and go.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. Pool babies, have you seen the ad campaign that that DIA was running recently? If you've been in the past like
No.
year or something,
I
on
think
the
so.
okay, because they were doing well artwork, but more or less like banners going into the lizard race, draconians, lizard people, all that stuff, no matter where you stand on it. Okay, because that could be a whole
Hmm.
nother topic, right? We're just covering DIA.
Yeah.
um
Lizard race. That's next episode or something.
that's next episode, yes. um but let me see if I could. Okay, I mean, they've caught on to us people that actually have been talking these facts, they put up these ad campaigns. Yes, Denver's got
Yeah,
some secrets. All
I've
right.
seen that.
All right. Since the airport's opening in 1995, there have been endless rumors and blah, blah, blah. They're trying to, there's so much conspiracy around this place that they're like, we're gonna hit it head on. We're gonna tell the
Swing into
people
it.
the facts. We're gonna ground ourselves in some facts, right? But you continue. Denver Files. This one cracks
This
me up,
one's got
dude.
lasers.
What are we doing? Adding amazing new restaurants and bars, building an Illuminati headquarters, remodeling the lizard people's lair. All three of these topics.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
you can't.
trolling you. They're trolling you
They're
hard.
trolling you, but these are the very things that if you, I,
That's what I'm saying. They know. They're like, you caught us. Everybody knows the
but it's
conspiracies.
what I'm saying
We'll
is it's
just get
way
out
too
there.
specific. It's way too specific
What do
to
you mean?
to
Like,
be like, you know what? Oh, haha, this is a joke. Yep, you caught us. Of course, we're building the new CIA headquarters. No, it's so specific. It's we're building. Not even they could have said Mason headquarters. They could have said Freemason headquarters. They could have said
yeah.
anything else about the airport. No, they're saying Illuminati specifically, right? And then
Mhm.
with all the tunnel systems and the more research you do and everything, and you started looking into the lizard race and how that could be a very viable and real thing. That is so oddly specific that I mean, come on, why would you
Yeah.
be putting out ads that are this specific, like delving into the very thing that the people are researching and talking about, the buzzwords, the buzz
Right.
phrases, you know,
Well, I
um,
feel like that's why they do it. They like just look up the buzzwords on like what's trending about DIA right now, and everyone's talking about the tunnels, the gargoyles, and the lizard people, Illuminati, and like
yeah,
okay, let's just play into it, make it like
and it
because they
could
want
be,
people looking up DIA and talking about it, even if it is conspiracies.
um, yeah. The
Interesting.
artwork, the horses, the landmass, the tunnels, the excavation, the top-down view, the ads, as we see, the things they put up. What else have we talked about? I mean, what is your take? Final thoughts? I mean, we're closing it. We're past the hour, but closing thoughts. I mean, honestly,
Yep.
has this been educational? You started the podcast not knowing maybe like two things and not really knowing a whole lot. Like, what's your takeaway here? Is it intriguing enough for more research? Are you just not believing whatsoever? Like,
I mean, I definitely think it needs more research on my side. Just, I like I said, like I have to do some digging into like the actual like founders if you want to like really get into that stone tablet and the
okay, yeah, the Mason
and the
tablet.
company. The tunnels, if I can, I mean, I don't know how I would confirm that other than looking at more blueprints, which anybody could really make, but maybe if I can find some that are
Uh,
officially from the Denver website or something, which I doubt. I don't know why
I
they
mean,
would
I know
have
that the Denver
blueprints
website does
of
have
their
some
tunnels.
information, but they don't really dive deep into it. Like they do have some information, but
Right. Because like where are these other people pulling like where are they pulling the blueprints from? You know?
right, right.
But
Uh,
maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody actually has them, maybe they're leaked, maybe they're public. But yeah, the tunnels, like that, just the mass size of that
yeah.
that is really weird. Like why would you need it going like out of the state, like by a lot out of the
And
country,
connecting
according to that
states. Like
last
what?
yeah.
It goes, yeah, out of the country, right, right, straight into South America. I mean, it's weird, really weird.
Yeah.
And if you just start looking in information and research about tunnel systems, there are a lot of other stuff, like that tells you there's a map of the United States. I saw one recently, of like just tunnel systems, comparing it to several other stats that you could look at, and most of the time the tunnels match the
Mhm.
stats of the cities and the country. Where major things and hubs and stuff is going on and happening. Really strange,
Yeah.
really odd. Like you don't believe it until you really start comparing it and just start doing the research. But yeah, I mean, I feel like we've covered a lot, and I mean, if you aren't questioning
BIA
it big time,
evil airport.
yeah.
Confirmed
I mean, you
today
have
on Crawler Theory.
they're calling it Blucifer. Are you kidding me? The blue horse
Yeah.
is Blucifer. I mean, it's Lucifer and it's a blue demon horse combined.
What if it
How
was
much
a demon
more
horse? Why would you call it Blucifer if you like were trying to be sneaky,
discreet?
right?
Exactly. Thank you. But they're not being discreet that with a
At
lot of this
all.
stuff, just like the ad campaign that they're running. Oh, they're talking about it. Oh, people, like
Pretty
they don't need to
ballsy if
be
that's
discreet.
actually true, right? I mean, I guess yeah, they could be just it's so powerful in theory that they just don't care.
They
Like,
don't care.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing all this stuff. Yeah, I'm a lizard person, but what are you gonna do about it?
Right. What are
Or
they going to do about it? Because so as soon as you try to research into who they are, guess what? There's no information on the web of just like we Googled, bro. Well, that organization, what was it? The New World Order Commission or something? The New World Airport Commission. It
right,
doesn't exist. I mean, clearly it exists because they put it on pamphlets and stones and
yeah.
open this up in 2094 in Denver International Airport. Here's a pod for you, and who knows who the hell what's in there.
Yeah. I
Um,
guess so, I mean I won't be here to see it, but maybe my grandson will see it.
I don't even want to be anywhere near it
Yeah.
whatsoever.
You'll be
Um,
happy. You're like, I'm glad I'm dead.
yeah, yeah,
Damn
quite.
Mason canister that they buried in the airport. Oh,
They like dig it up and it's just like this Colorado flag, like, oh, this was what I was afraid of the whole time, you doggone Masons.
or would you finally accept it? I was wrong. I was wrong. Start crying.
Oh my god. um All right. Now we're gonna open it up to chat. All right. Up until this
All
point,
right.
I've been reading some comments, and it's gonna be fun scrolling through some of these comments. Billiam, Emily, Ozzy, Hysterica. It's great to see you guys. I know that Rusty was in here as well. But yeah, we could open up some dialogue between chat and us now. I know Hysterica says again, asking Alexandria has a song called Under Denver. A lot of these things are connected. The music industry is one of the most powerful connected industries. I mean, we know how that goes. Music industry, you have to, if you want popularity, if you want, fame, if you want to do well, there are certain contracts and especially if you get up there to be like really popular, you have to sign your soul away. And a lot of these artists talk about they know the date and time and that they're not only going to die, but they know other facts as well from talking to elites in the industry. Right? You want fame, power, whatever, sell your soul, will boost your album just like that through. Artists have admitted this, right? They have admitted, like, oh, I wasn't supposed to blow up, but I you signed a contract and all of a sudden they made me famous.
Yeah.
And it's always it's always the the higher ups, the people
Puppet
that do
masters.
exactly the behind the scenes stuff and work that pervades through. And we don't experience, but they get walked into a room, they get sat down in front of these people and whatever. So that being said, a lot of there's a lot of high end deals and secrets that get exchanged in the music industry. I mean, why do you think that people like have album covers of certain things, album titles of songs certain ways? So yes, Hysterica, that's a very solid point.
Yeah, I saw in the chat earlier they were talking about how, and I should have remembered this, but yeah, gargoyles are they're like protectors, right? So they're not really like demons. They're not really like monsters. They're there to like protect the airport. They're guardians, gargoyles.
Guardians of your suitcase.
Correct. They're saying
I
perhaps they're saying like we're gonna take good care of your luggage. Oh, what about that?
but they're popping out of my luggage. I don't want anything popping out of my luggage.
Yeah, I mean it's a little metaphorical. They don't really pop out of your luggage, but
Right. Yeah, Ozzy, I'm not saying it's for every single one. Absolutely not. But for most mainstream, they will have information in the scene and spectrum of the music industry that will just there's there's a lot. You start looking at interviews, you start looking at um oh man, just mostly just private interviews, man. Just look at interviews, and this one's claiming to be a robot. This one claims to be a cyborg. This one claims to be an angel or demon. Like there's just people, oh, I'm not human. Like I know that I'm not human. Um, that sort of stuff. But Ozzy says they ward off evil. They're originally a depiction of angels and put on churches because no one really knows what an angel looks like. It was just some artist rendition of an angel. People were like, yeah, bro, we like it. Um, I don't know. I mean, there's definite, even going way back, people were depicting angels as, like human beings with like wings. So like to have a gargoyle, especially depicted in that way, where it's definitely smaller, not humane, not human looking, with like big pointy ears, like this long ass tongue and big bulging eyeballs. I wouldn't say that would definitely be depicting something darker and not very angelic. But yeah, Gothic era. I mean, I could see it. There's a lot of cultures that have. I don't know. I wouldn't say it was. I would just say it's definitely on the opposite spectrum of something that, in my opinion, doesn't register as guardian. Right? I wouldn't like. Oh, I see a gargoyle.
right.
Oh, that's my guardian. They're guarding after me. Like,
Traditionally, they're
nah.
known for warding off
Uh,
evil. Like, wouldn't that be like a good thing to have
Jem,
around?
thank you for the tier 3 sub, 26 months in a row. Appreciate that. Thank you. I don't have oh, okay, we're in the scene. Never mind. Um so yeah, very interesting. Are you guys interested in um Are you guys interested in these types of podcasts, this type of content? I know that definitely myself and Pool Babies are. We wanted to kind of initiate this first episode of Crawler Theory podcast episode 3 and diving into something out of the box, non-related to gaming, whatever, which I did say originally was kind of my intention of, this is part of me, therefore I want to talk about it. This is part of my interest. So therefore I want to talk about it. I want to talk about all the other stuff where I was headed. It's not a side rail. It's just like a different, subcategory of the podcast as it would be. So, gaming, mental health, streamers, tips, tricks, everything under the sun as far as gaming. But then you have this, and then I find them interesting. A lot of it made sense, but I draw the line at lizard people. Until you do research and look up footage of lizard people, bro. Ozzy,
Yeah, maybe.
I could spam
Maybe
your
look at your
inbox with
mind,
stuff.
Ozzy.
Yeah, you need to expand your mind. Exactly. No, I get it. I mean, a lot of people are like, eh. Like even, I mean, my dad, I've had conversations and everything, and he's like, he's exactly like that. He takes it, so, all right, cool, yeah. I mean, I could kind of see it. And then I say lizard people, he's like, no. But, like there's just a sudden,
Pretty far jump.
but you gotta have an open mind with this stuff. You gotta try to understand how and why and when and where this stuff stemmed from. And that's kind of like the whole, right? I'm not trying to force anything with this topic, right? Believe what you want about Denver Airport. I'm just trying to present like a lot of facts and a lot of this, that, the other thing with doing these episodes, so you guys could go research it or just take it at face value. Bitsy's a Looney Tune, his guests are guest stars of Looney Tunes. I don't even know why they're spending time with Bitsy. I don't know. But I want cold, hard, validated proof, or hopefully I'll just be dead before they reveal themselves. That could be a thing too, Ozzy. That could be a thing too. got my interest on deep state and those types of conspiracy theories, but I passed on lizard people and aliens. Well, aliens are already proven that they're amongst us. The government has already come out with footage, and Air Force and Navy and all that stuff. HARP is another good bill. Oh my God, HARP is a fantastic one. But these are separate full episodes that we will be doing on the future series. And I want to say that with Pool Babies being guest star for today's episode, just on the topic of like conspiracy theories, kind of want to stretch that out and have him as a semi-regular like returning guest star for these types of things, because out of everyone that I normally talk to, Pool Baby's here. I mean, he's known me for some of the longest out of all of my friends. And he really does keep an open mind. So, I mean, he doesn't judge you. He just sits there, sips on his, milk or chocolate milk or whatever. And, yeah. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the disappointed with water. And he listens to me, as crazy as it is. So it's a lot of fun having conversations with him, because we've definitely had these conversations before IRL, and it's a good time. It's a good time. Fuck the government, haven't trusted them since I could vote. Yeah, facts. Pudding, what's up? Welcome in. But yeah, HARP is an extra one. I know that. Okay, hear me out. Pool Babies, I've said this is a future episode, so it's not going to take you by surprise at all. In it, we will be covering maybe next episode of conspiracy theory, crawler theory podcast, flat Earth, space, moon landing. It's all going to be covered. And what?
And cryptids.
All right. We're going to be, so if you guys are interested in this sort of stuff, this is what you have to look forward to with this podcast, because we're gonna go there. Okay, we're gonna go there, and I know a lot of my community are like, no, you can't, Bitsy. My perspective of you is changing. Let it change. Right? We're gonna talk about it. I have some very, very, very firm beliefs now. But hey, listen. It is what it is, I started this podcast so I could have a space to talk about it. If you want to talk about it, start your own podcast. Or I'll just have you on the show. As Erica says, keep them coming. Flat Earth is the dumbest one I've heard yet. Ozzy says it's scientifically and physically impossible. Wrong. That's wrong, but that's okay. Wrong. We'll get into it. Everyone will be screaming their little heads off.
Yeah, including me.
But yeah, including him, including Pooh Babies. But let your perspective change of the itsy bitsy spider, all right? Because I dare you to ask, why, Bitsy? How, Bitsy? Why? Explain. I can't take this anymore. I welcome the challenge. I really do. All right. Is there any other questions? Anything you guys want to, as we wrap up this podcast, anything else that you guys want to point out? Or I tried to make it as fluid as possible, the experience with sharing my screen. It was the first time I shared my screen through the podcast side of things. So I know that I don't have like official scenes set up. Maybe that's something that I could work on. Like just having
get into the
both cams
space too.
Correct. Yeah, that actually, thank you for bringing that up. It didn't happen this time, but Boo Babies and I wanted to actually have this space behind me with the two chairs actually sit like side by side looking towards each other, two different camera angles, possibly three, two separate microphones. The thing is, I just don't have the equipment for that right now. And a lot of it was just like, even if I had the equipment, I didn't have like the cords and the extensions and all that stuff. So, yeah, eventually, hopefully in the next like month and a half or so, with the move coming up, is probably going to be a little wonky. But both of us, because he lives somewhat near me, is he'll be back there, I'll be back there, and we're just going to we're going to be actually changing up the entire look and feel of the podcast with some of these things. I'm not going to do it with everyone because most of the time I'm not going to have IRL people sitting in my office with me, exception being, pool babies and stuff. So happy I could catch it, Bill. Absolutely. Thank you for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Physics literally disproves flat Earth theory. Oh, we're gonna get into it. Haven't seen that one. Is it on YouTube? Hopefully, we could change podcast corner. All set up in new place. Yes. Yeah. New place is gonna be kind of slightly different setup and a lot more in mind and in tune with having an IRL setup as well. So it's gonna be a lot easier and probably different looking than even what you see back here. So, but yeah, apart from that, that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for catching today's episode of Crawler Theory Podcast, episode 3, Conspiracy 1, I want to call it. I don't know. But this is really the first kickoff to the conspiracy side of this podcast. So, Pool Babies, I appreciate your time. Love you long time. Mans is amazing. All right. Even though he majority of the time just sat there what? Yeah, all right. Gold engravings on the floor. I don't believe it. But in any case, it's a pleasure. I look forward to many more times having you on the show. Thank you. For everyone else, there's no stream today. I'm going to be pumping out some content as far as TikTok and videos and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to be publishing this episode 3, onto YouTube as well. That's going to be live within the next 2-3 hours. It takes a while for everything to kind of decode and everything download. Much love, y'all. Exclamation socials in the chat. Hysterica, if you could drop that for any new people watching the stream. Great co-hosts. Yes, I agree. Appreciate
that.
And if you could drop the socials link in there, that'll bring you guys up to the link tree. Follow my Discord, Instagram, pretty much just anything that you guys desire as far as social media. I got it hooked up in the link tree. Nothing more to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow for an early morning stream as well before my other job. Have a great day, folks. This is Itsy Bitsy out.